right, we are live. Lauren Murphy versus Jessica Andrade, UFC 283, guys. We are having one of those unlucky nights so far, but here we go. In between rounds, Andrade and Murphy. Andrade putting it on Lauren Murphy there in the first round. I believe we only missed one round. All right, yes, round two. Finally, here we go. What's up, Herman? YouTube kicked me off. I don't know what the hell the deal was, but YouTube crashed my stream. Oh, good low leg kick and a combination upstairs from Murphy. So maybe we'll get more people in here. I don't know. What's up, PBR Street Gang? Andrade came out there Mike Tyson style. Pieced her up good in the first round, Mike. Nice. Thanks for the update. Yeah, I just reset my router because I wasn't sure what the hell was going on with YouTube. I had good internet everywhere else, but YouTube was crashing my stream. Oh, nice left hook upstairs there from Andrade. So hopefully we don't have an echo now. Left hook upstairs there from Andrade. So hopefully we don't have an echo now. Left hook upstairs. Well, speak of the devil, but hi, Derek Carr. Andrade just putting beating on Murphy. I called Andrade knockout. Guess I should have reset the computer too. Andrade with a nice uppercut and a right hook inside. Lauren Murphy's face looks like like a dumpster fire right now. It is not a pretty sight. I need a beer after all that, guys. I'll tell you that. Murphy going for the takedown. Doesn't get it. Comes up with a couple shots of her own. That's the thing. Lauren Murphy, I mean, she always comes to fight. Oh, nice right hook and a right hand, left hook. Right hand afterwards. Another left hook and an uppercut for Andrade. Oh, my goodness. She's landed 82 significant strikes already. 8 minutes into this fight. That's absurd. 7 minutes. Excuse me. Good left hook upstairs there from Andrade. That is a blistering pace. Wow, right uppercut, left hand. Big combination from Andrade looking to stop this. Murphy shoots for the takedown. Oh, and Andrade just attacks the body and a right hook upstairs. Lauren Murphy might be too tough for her own good. Her face looks like a horror movie. And you see Andrade 8 for 8 on the takedown defense. I mean, she is just on all cylinders right now, fighting in front of the Brazilian crowd. Stops another takedown there from Lauren Murphy. Front kick to the body lands for Murphy. But it has been all Andrade so far. She even goes for the flying Karate Kid kick. She's doing whatever she wants in there. Outside leg kick lands for Jessica. And yeah, Lauren Murphy, wow. I mean, her face has seen better days. Good outside leg kick there from Jessica. Oh, and a blistering three-punch combination ends with a right hook from Andrade. And a nice 1-2 from Andrade, and then the combination of the body. Good inside leg kick there from Jessica. Thanks, everybody, for hanging around. God, we had a rough start to today's broadcast, but here we are. King James says, finally, yes. Murphy's such a tough fighter, she can take some shots. Absolutely. Yeah, you were the first one that told me things were buffering, King James, and then I took it to my own screen and I seen it and I was like, oh man, this is buffering like crazy. Oh, big body kick from Andrade and a left hook, just punishing Lauren Murphy for daring to try to take her down. And combination body head. Oh my goodness, left hook in her right hand. We're getting a chance to see just how good Jessica Andrade is. And Lauren Murphy again goes for the takedown. Can't get it. Lands a knee to the body. I have a feeling Andrade is about to take her down just to show her how to take somebody down. Good outside leg kick from Jessica. Oh, blistering right hand, left hook, and a big combination. Oh, man, that's like a six-punch combination. And referee mercifully stops it. Lauren Murphy was taking an absolute beating. I mean, she tried, but poor Lauren Murphy. 2018 domination so far. Murphy's only... Yikes, beat down. Yes, it was. I'm about to lose 2 in a row. Wow. I think I actually picked Andrade by decision on our fantasy league, so I guess I won't be scoring a lot of points on that one. Man, what a beating. Right hook, left hand. Jessica Andrade is doing whatever she wanted to. I mean, she looked like Michael Jordan playing against a high school player right there. That's one of those fights that probably should have not ever been sanctioned. Oh, I thought the referee started it. We're going to a third round? I thought he stopped it. He was just ending the round. Oh, I am embarrassed for that referee. He should have definitely stopped this fight. I don't have the sound down, guys, but we're getting a third round. Oh my God, this is not good. All right, 4:34, 33, 32. I guess we're doing this. Wow, this is not right. Oh, big left hook in her right hand. Andrade hurts her again. And a right hook upstairs. Big combination. This is getting difficult to watch. Thought it was over too. Derek. I mean, the referee came and grabbed him. I didn't realize he was in the round. I thought he was mercifully stopping the fight. Good body kick there from Andrade. Nice inside leg kick there from Jessica. Well, I guess I might score points on the fantasy league. Good right hook there from Murphy. Oh, wow. Jessica Andrade just busting her up again. She even slapped her in there. Did you see her open her hand up and give her a slap? Good inside leg kick there from Andrade. Just doing whatever she wants. Big left hook. Lauren Murphy goes for a takedown again. Andrade stopping it easily. Thought I was going to get the points for the second round knockout. You almost did. Good knee to the body there from Andrade and again. All right, 23 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you so much for everybody that was patient, that came back even after we lost the stream. You guys are truly the most loyal community out there. I really appreciate it. Andrade with the takedown. Now in the half guard of Murphy. Maybe she's like, well, maybe I could take her to the ground and finish her. Because Lauren Murphy she is one tough lady, that's for sure. Murphy looking at a Kimura here. And Andrade falling down off balance. Gets up, lands a left hook in her right hand. Nothing can go wrong for her right now. Good inside leg kick there from Jessica. Oh, 3-punch combination from Andrade. Ref would have stopped it for any other girl. Murphy has a reputation of taking a beat down, right? Oh, man. Another huge combination here from Jessica Andrade. And Lauren Murphy's face is just, wow, it looks like a hamburger. Good straight right and outside leg kick for Andrade. Well, this referee, I believe, is native to just Brazil fights too. Good body kick there from Andrade. Great combination from Murphy, but great combination from Andrade now, body and head. 135 left in this fight. Gilbert, Burns, and Neil Magny on deck. Come on, refs, stop the fight. Diesel yelling to stop the fight too. Wow. Yeah, Jessica Andrade, she's just beating, pulverizing a zombie right now. Combinations the body and the head. Oh my goodness, right hand, left hook. Lauren Murphy is just too tough for her own good. Right hand and a left hook. Come on, ref. Why are you even in there? She's just taking massive brain damage right now. Yeah, this referee, you can look at him. He has no intention of stopping this fight. Outside leg kick from Andrade and a left hook. We need to start putting earpieces in the ear of the referee. I don't know. Oh, man. Right hand and a left hook from Andrade. Right uppercut and a left hand. I don't know who we want in their ear. Maybe somebody from the head of the commission and then somebody else is in their ear. Wow, what a beating. Wow, another 5-punch combination. Left hook and right hands. Damn. Yeah, I really hope this guy doesn't stop. I hope he doesn't referee a fight again. I mean, this is like the return of Steve Mazzagatti or Mario Yamasaki. Some ref from Brazil. Yeah, I can't remember his name, but it's a Brazilian-only ref. Yes. Come on, corner, throw in the towel. Yeah, and that's the thing. Her corner should have thrown in the towel. I got Burns, too. Jessica won a few chicks who can hit as hard as a dude. Yeah, she's going to have a headache for weeks. Yeah, and fire that corner. And the Brazilian crowd on their feet. I'm glad, you know, they're happy for their fighter, but Lauren Murphy didn't need to go through that. She didn't deserve that. She's a tough fighter. She's not going to quit on her own. And yeah, the corner and the referee, they need to be aware of that. There was no one looking out for the safety of the fighter here. And that's just unacceptable to see somebody take a continuous beating like that. Yeah, and I'm glad to hear the commentary, John Anik and the commentary here echoing my words that the fight should have been stopped or that the corner should have thrown in the towel. Ref and corner have responsibility to stop fight. Yes, what is that referee? I mean, he looks like he is just he doesn't look like he wants to be there. I don't know this referee, so I can't read his face. But, I mean, he does not look like he wants to be there at all. He's not engaged. Even McMaynard was yelling ringside to stop the fight. Really? Wow, and usually they tell those guys, don't do that. Going for Magny. The dude is always the bridesmaid. I'd like to see him get a shot, but Gilbert is a beast. Not going to be easy. Tied for most wins in UFC women's history now with Amanda Nunes for 15. Wow. I knew Andrade had been in some fights, but that was... She's been in a lot of fights. As many as any woman ever. Of course, a former champion. And I mean, I know she wants to get that belt back. DC said that about Mick was yelling. It's from the Slap League, right, Josh? Yeah, they better be glad that wasn't on ABC. Because not a good look, but... I just can't believe Murphy never went down. I mean, damn, what a warrior. But, you know, we've seen, we were just talking about that might be the reason that, you know, Gregory Rodrigues went down so easy tonight, is because his chin's been compromised from getting hit so much. I can't remember the fight where, I mean, he just took an absolute beating and came back and won the fight. All right, Gilbert Burns versus Neil Magny up next. And then the two title fights. This night has kind of flying by, except for that stress of, you know, everything going wrong on me. I love about Andrade, she has fought the best of the best in multiple divisions and never backs down. Only fights the same. Agreed. Well, I'm on the scoreboard now. 116 points. Wee! All right. Good job, Robert. I'm glad you're in there. I was worried that it was going to say you weren't in there. So that put me in first after that. No, still second to Wyatt. Oh no, the time bender. Oh, he must have bet a lot on this fight. Billy just went into first. 2,107 points. I'm in second with 1958. Wyatt in third with 1388. Experiencer, I don't know if Experience is in here, in fourth with 744. Lucky 13 in fifth with 673. Greg Brimstone, you're in there at 6. Tied with Ziggy for 644. There's Drunken Charge tied for 8th with 116 points. And then we still have 3 with 0 points. But everybody's in, everybody's scoring. Damn, good job, Billy. They stopped that in the second. I would have won. I guess I had to score points first. Fights like this makes people think of fixing bets. Dude, yeah, that was wild. That was wild. I mean, that was not fixed. I guarantee you that was not fixed. That referee just didn't care. I don't know if he even knew that the fight should have been stopped because Lauren Murphy never went down. But I guarantee you Lauren Murphy didn't just continuously take all those shots for nothing. All right. Oh. Transition over. Gilbert Burns and Neil Magny up next. I said I got Gilbert Burns. I think I picked Gilbert Burns 3rd round knockout. But But if you didn't join the fantasy league this week, guys, it's a new competition every week. Yes, there's a competition for for overall in July, but you can get in at any time. If you miss one event, it's not going to make that big of a deal. Barnes going to KO him in 2, says OG. All right, let's see if I can bring up the Verdict MMA scores here. For those that aren't in the league, you can just see how everybody's doing at picking. You don't have to know anything about points or anything. All right, so there we go. Wanted to bring this up so you can see the time bender. I don't know where Billy Hughes is, but the time bender's in first place. Burton's going to KO him in 2. I'm going to say Magny. Second round KO. Neil Magny does not have a chance in this fight. Don't come at me. 0 chance. He should not be in this fight. He should be banging my groceries. Oh my God. Neil Magny's a good fighter, man. Must have seen Magny every time he's lost because I don't remember seeing him win a fight. All right. Live leaderboard. We'll view the full leaderboard. There's the drunken charge. $116, and so I'll show you guys on mine. This is just, you can look at the picks. Maybe I can't bring up the picks now because I can't change them anymore. You can see I got 2 check marks because I picked the winner of 2 fights. Anyways, maybe not easy to see on here, but Magny by decision if he can keep his distance and not get taken down in big if, though. That's funny. All right. Kamaru versus Usman. Or excuse me, Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards 3, March 18th from London, England at the O2 Arena. So that fight is going to happen. Apparently, unless something, knock on wood, unexpected happens, we're not going to see Thought I picked by submission, but just checked. Must have been drunk. I picked knockout. Audio dropped. Good now. This must be a shaky connection on this one microphone. I just switched over to the microphone that's for the webcam. I guess I'll just keep it there tonight. Respectfully disagree with Magny fans. He'll be lucky to leave the cage on his own feet and still breathing. Gilbert is going to smash him. Forgot Neil Magny has most wins in the division. Really? If you asked me who had the most wins in the division, I would not have guessed Neil Magny. But 34 up in the chat. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that share button. We should be good to go for the last 3 fights of the night. Now, if you're joining Fights with Friends for the first time, guys, we do this every week. And it's just getting bigger. It's just getting better. And we're going to keep on keeping on. Got a great, knowledgeable community. Yeah, it's crazy. I would have guessed GSP for sure. Most wins, huh? They just announced it. Told you people. Been sleeping on him. He's my dark horse. All right, Robert. I'm still picking Gilbert Burns, but I think Gilbert wins, but I picked Magny. I want him to win. Well, I can't go back and repick now, so. It's not like Magny hasn't won his fair share, but I've never witnessed it. Yeah. They just said also in 10 years has never turned down a fight or had to pull out. Yeah, that's crazy. That's why I call him. I mean, he's as rock steady as any fighter ever. He's a stud for sure. It's going to be tough to take out Gilbert Burns, especially in this Brazilian crowd here, though. I was kind of waiting to see if Neil was going to get some boos here. Not that anybody should want to boo Neil Magny. He's such a nice guy. But, all right, most wins, 20, and significant strikes, 1,296 in welterweight history. Tied for most wins in a calendar year with 5 in 2014. 7 wins by knockout, 4 by submission. Yeah, he's a stud. No, I didn't know that either. And he won his last fight, though, didn't he? Who did he just beat? I can understand that you don't have hundreds of people in your streams. Your streams are so much better than other fight streams I've seen. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, Derek. I've been trying to figure this out for years, man, but I can't figure it out. J. Dick says, agree. Thank you. Yeah, I've heard Magny has never turned down a fight. Respect for that alone. All right, and here he comes, Gilbert Burns. Out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, one of 7 Brazilian UFC welterweights. Currently ranked the number 5th welterweight in the world. Yeah, and we used to have hundreds of streams, so somewhere along the line, would just assume I pissed off YouTube or something. But I don't know. We're still going. I'm still having fun. And as long as you guys keep showing up, I think we'll keep doing it for a while longer. Gilbert Burns tied for third most armbar submissions in UFC history with 3, 10 first-round finishes, 6 wins by knockout, 8 by submission. You know, that's one of those crazy things. It's like we've seen so many submissions, or we feel like we have, and then you see, 3 armbars is tied for third most ever. I think I seen 3 guillotines was tied for first. It's crazy. Firefighter GFC says Gilbert sub. This other MMA YouTuber started 6 months ago. Already had 100,000 subscribers. His name's close to as entertaining as Mike. Dude's just a cool guy with a lot of clout in the MMA community. Yeah, I don't know, man. So confident Magny losing this fight. If he wins, I'll take 5 shots of tequila. If he does lose, I will take 5 shots of vodka. All right, send me that video, Derek. Then try to talk afterwards. Got to take them quickly, though. All right, Gilbert Burns is in the cage. Neil Magny, and here we go. Tail of the tape. Gilbert Burns, 1 year older at 36. Neil Magny, 5 inches taller at 6'3". But Magny will have a 9-inch reach advantage at 80 inches. Gilbert 20-5. Magny 27-10. All right, and this is this 3 spot we talk about all the time. We talk about the magical 3 spot. Here it is, almost guaranteed for great fights. A plus 390 underdog out of Denver, Colorado. 27 wins against 10 losses, presenting the number 13th ranked welterweight in the world, Neil Magny. Careful with bets. Last time I lost earned me a pink rifle. All right, and out of the red corner, he is a minus 490 favorite out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. 20 wins against 5 losses, presenting the number 5 ranked welterweight in the world, Gilbert Burns. Referee is Fernando Portela. Why don't they just have Herb Dean referee all the fights tonight? I know it's a little bit of a pressure, but it doesn't seem like anybody else made the trip. And not happy with these Brazilian referees. Here we go. Burns in the yellow and black, Magny in the black and white shorts. A little bit of a feeling out process here. Both fighters, I think, a little nervous. Double jab from Magny. Oh, a good body kick there from Burns. Double jab from Magny. Oh, a good body kick there from Burns. Double jab from Magny. Let's go, Gilberto. Yeah, he's 9 years old and asked me why I painted his gun pink last week. Oops. I like how you painted the kid's gun and not your own, though, King James. Magny doing a good job of keeping that jab out there early. This is a pretty slow start here for Burns. A lot different than that Chimaev fight we've seen him in. I wonder if there's a little bit of nerves in the crowd. Magny can be a bit of a tough nut to crack. Left hand lands for Burns. Oh, there's a right hand right on the chin for Gilbert. Picks up Neil and slams him to the ground. And here we go. Gilbert Burns in half mount with Magny up against the fence here. I do feel like there's a strength difference between the two. I feel like Burns is a much stronger fighter. Oh, and Burns looking to jump to mount. Very close. Neil kicks him off, though. Rob was talking about all Neil's submission attempts here, though, so Gilbert needs to be careful down here. Well, if Gilbert was going for a pin here, he's got it. I'm not sure why he's holding the leg like that. He's just got a cradle. And he's having flashbacks to his middle school wrestling days there. Oh, big elbow from the top there from Gilbert. How stand up and manly of me. There's that takedown. Here we go. Agree, Mike. Magny is just technical, not much strength. All right, Gilbert right to side control. Let's go, Rug Burns. I like the nickname there. And Neil just holding Gilbert and keeping him, isolating him from doing anything here. Gilbert continues to turn and try to get to a direction to free that right hand. Also continuing to work on jumping over to get mount, and he does. Gilbert Burns now has mount up against the fence. This could be trouble for Magny. He's done a good job of minimizing damage, but he's got Gilbert Burns on top of him in mount with over a minute to go. There's a right hand from Gilbert. Oh, so he's going to go down for a head and arm choke. Oh, that's it. That's it. Neil Magny taps. Tapped him out in the second. Wow, I did not pick submission. I don't know who picked submission, but Magny better get on feet and jab and distance. Choke time. Yes. It is done. Firefighter says, got that. Derek says, told you, no chance. Gilbert Burns with a big, quick victory here in the first round. Wow, it's all over. Damn, I'm off tonight. Hopefully I got the last two right. Finally got one. Well, it's just a match. It's just one. Could have went either way. But yes, Brandon Moreno and Deiveson Figeiredo up next. Co-main event of the evening. 5 rounds for the undisputed featherweight championship. With a minute left. Yep, hell yeah. Burns versus Hamzat. 2, please, MMA gods. A lot of quick fights tonight. Yeah, there definitely has been a lot of quick fights tonight. Frank says, what did I miss? Gilbert Burns chokes out Neil Magny in the first round. Head and arm choke. Gilbert made it look easy, says Derek. Hamzat and Burns ended up 2022 Fighter of the Year, didn't it? It should have if it didn't. I believe it did. Called 7-2, but got Burns. I didn't watch the award show this year. That's 11 first-round finishes for Gilbert in his 21 wins. That's ridiculous. No matter how quick the fights are, they milk it till after midnight. I called 7-2, but got Burns right. Nice. 9-4 for Brazilian fighters tonight. Fans must be loving it. Yeah, you got a Brazilian fighter, and it's just about every fight. Was there a Brazilian fighter in every fight? I think there might have been in every fight. And then, of course, the co-main, we got Deiveson Figueiredo, the Brazilian fighter, and then we got Glover Texeira in the main. So, wow. And Gilbert Burns, yeah, surprising he made it look that easy against Neil Magny. But, I mean, when he got that full mount up against the fence, I knew Neil was in trouble. One prelim, was it? Okay, thanks, King James. 2 fights were Brazil versus Brazil, but yes, every fight had a Brazilian. Damn. And Bilal Muhammad just said, wonder who he calls out. Let's see. All right, so he calls out Colby Covington. I know why Bilal was saying that, because Bilal has been calling out Gilbert Burns. Bilal Muhammad's been calling out everyone. Nobody wants to fight him. Now, it's funny with Colby. A lot of people are saying, hey, he's not matched up with anybody. And, you know, talks of him fighting anyone kind of dissipated. There's a few names out there, but then it just kind of disappears. Well, there's speculation that he's not taking a fight because he has that lawsuit against Jorge Masvidal for getting sucker punched. Now, Colby, called the police afterwards, is suing Jorge Masvidal, and a lot of people are saying that, he's looking to get millions of dollars, and Masvidal has some millions. Masvidal has done well for himself in negotiations and some of these fights and some of the things he's done on the side. He's doing well as a businessman from everything I can see. So Colby thinks he's going to get millions from him. A lot of people, the thought process is that he's claiming he has CTE, so they're going to say, oh, if you're claiming you have CTE, why are you fighting? Why are you scheduled to have a fight? And they're afraid that would, essentially he would just lose the fight based on that. I don't know if that's the case. Brandon Moreno, you see him warming up in the back. Deiveson Figueiredo ready to go. Jorge ducked Burns. Yes, he did. Bilal is boring. A lot of people think he's boring, but a lot of people also don't want to fight him. Yeah, Morning Combat guys explain that Colby is suing for brain damage, so that's why he can't fight, because it will screw up his lawsuit. I don't listen to Morning Combat, but yeah, I've heard other people saying that. I think I heard Big John McCarthy and Josh Thompson talking about it on Weighing In. Imagine his 4th fight is a draw. Hopefully not. Oh my goodness. That would be crazy. Hot Rod. What's up, Hot Rod? Good to see you. Figgy most knockdowns in his division with 11. Yeah, he's a beast. Neither Covington or Jorge have fought since the street slap. That's true, King James. No, they haven't. Yep, he wants to take money out of Street Jesus' pocket. I'm assuming maybe Jorge hasn't fought yet. Part of that could be is he doesn't want to have more money for Colby to take, too, in case, Colby does win that lawsuit. Air-fried wings are done. Time to light up some of Cali's finest before the co-main and get these munchies going. Ooh, that sounds good, Hermit. Josh says, good point. All right, from Genesse Arena in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, it is the co-main event of the evening. Take a look at the flyweight rankings. Below the champ and the interim is number 2, Alexander Pantoja. 3, Kai Kara France. Number 4, Brandon Royale. And rounding out the top 5, Matthias Nicolau. There's definitely some up-and-comers. Manel Kopp, I think, is still going to be a great addition to that featherweight division. As long as he can continue to make weight. He used to be a bantamweight guy. Love how they put the strap on the Christ Redeemer statue in Rio. That was dope. Nice. Jorge needs to be released. His 15 minutes are up. He's old, going to jail, hasn't won a fight in a while. Cut him, UFC. Cut him. Colby's going to win. Just a matter of time and how much. 80% going to lawyers at this pace. Yeah, that's the way they like it. That's the way they like it. I should have went to law school a long time ago. I'd wanted to be a lawyer at one time. I think I kind of always have in a way. I just didn't want to go to school for that damn long. Now I'd be done. I've been practicing law for years. I guess I don't have patience. Quadrilogy, let's go. Yes, absolutely. And I am excited about the quadrilogy. I mean, what evenly matched fighters. Deiveson Figueiredo comes in, wins the first match. Brandon Moreno comes back, gets it in the second. And the third, it was so close. Both fighters thought they had won. Deiveson wins a very... Oh, wow, Jason. I didn't realize that. Afterwards, Jason Herzog raised Brandon Moreno's hand. I think Jason thought Brandon had won. That was interesting. I don't remember that from that fight, but... wow. But yeah, that decision, it was controversial. There's a lot of people that thought that Brandon won. A lot of people thought Deiveson won. When I watched the fight the first time, I thought it was close. I did give it to Deiveson Figueiredo. Maybe once Jorge gets out of prison, him and Neil Magny can back my groceries. You have to be a liar and a crook to be a good lawyer. Well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't be a good lawyer. Good money, but loss of soul to submit to bar. They literally saved the division, in my opinion. Yeah, that's a good point, Hermit. I mean, that division was going nowhere. And people can complain about, 4 guys taking all the spotlight and continuing to fight each other. But, I mean, the rest of the packs, they're not close to them. And Kai Kara France is the number 2. Brandon Moreno just beat him handily. So if you go to the flyweight rankings, there are a few guys that are coming up. Like I mentioned, Manel Kopp, he's at number 9 now. Alexander Pantoja, I mean, he's a pretty good fighter. He's a beast. There's not a whole lot else there, though. Amir Albazi, I don't think any of the top guys have fought him yet. I'm the only person in chat who wants to see Patty get KO'd. No, I guarantee you there's a lot of people in here that want to see Patty get KO'd. Want Moreno, but I think Figgy gets it done, says Damon. Hasbulla versus Ngannou. Oh, I want to see Patty out cold too. Love to see Patty get KO'd. Figgy was training with Henry again. Yeah, that's going to be big. All right, I'm going to take just a super quick restroom break because these guys are making their way down to the cage. All right, the challenger, Brandon Moreno, making his way down to the cage. Hasbulla against the guy with no legs. Oh my God, can't stand Patty or any bandwagon stocked prima donnas. If he leaves his chin out like he did against Gordon, it's bound to happen eventually, right? Spit my coffee out and choked Robert. Oh, shit. Oh, Figgy and Moreno are so evenly matched. Both bring it. This should be a good one again. I agree. No hardcore MMA fan is into Patty prima donna types. Robert says, I have to give Patty props. Any man that can go from over 200 pounds down to 155. Got my respect. I got Moreno, 3rd round TKO. Yeah, he packs on some weight, that's for sure. That's why they call him Patty the Fatty. All right, give your predictions. Who you think will win this fight? Interim and former UFC flyweight champion for Brandon Moreno. 2nd most performance awards in UFC flyweight history, behind only Demetrius Johnson with 6. 4th most significant strikes in flyweight history. Brandon Moreno, he's a stud. He's a stud. He brings it. He's tough as hell. Both these guys are so damn tough. They talk like they have beef, and I'm sure they do in a way. But after 3 fights already together with each other, damn, they got to have a lot of respect for each other too. I don't see how they couldn't. Wish I could cut 50 pounds in 8 weeks. Oh my God, that cannot be good for you. Brandon by decision, says Derek. All right, I'm going to take Deiveson Figeiredo. I'm trying to remember what I picked. Well, I don't remember. I can't see the picks until after the event, I guess now. But I know I picked Figueiredo. I think I picked him by knockout in the 4th. Yeah. I'd have to go through alcohol withdrawals for a month to drop 25 pounds. All right, and here he comes. The champ is here. The champ is here. Deiveson Figeiredo is in the building. And this crowd seeing him now for the first time on their feet cheering. Cheering the Brazilian native. Deiveson Figeiredo. And Deiveson looking to the sky. Like I said, I'm sure, no doubt, a lot of respect for Brandon Moreno. And I'm sure that goes both ways. You look at Deiveson Figeiredo, that you cannot get any more cut and chisel than 125 pounds in that man. And if there's any fat on him, I don't know where the hell it is. King James says Figgy. Tied for most finishes in flyweight history with 7. Third most wins in flyweight history with 10. 2 absolute studs that deserve to be in there for a 4th time fighting for this belt. I mean, if there's going to be 2 guys that fight 4 times, it's these 2. They're so evenly matched. Like I said, went 1-1 in the first 2. And look at Deiveson Figeiredo. I got to stop for a second. Look on the left side of his head, above his temple, a few inches. He has a huge knot. Actually, it's on the right side of his head. I'm looking at that differently. He's got a huge knot already on his forehead. So I don't know if that's some training or what. But are you guys seeing that? It looks like he got hit in the head with a hammer. That's a bad knot. You got to hope he didn't already have a concussion in training. I don't know what that's about. That is weird. Derek says, yes, I see it. Wonder if they will have a quintology after this one, right? He's always had that knot, so that's the way his head is shaped. I kind of wondered about that, but I just didn't remember it, Robert. Thank you. All right, Brandon Moreno ready to go. Of course, I believe Brandon was a slight favorite on the odds. The odds are pretty much even. Robert Lumpyhead, right? Yeah, that's just weird. Never seen anybody else like that. That just like has a bump on their head. All right, Deiveson Figeiredo, 6 years older at 35. Brandon Moreno, 2 inches taller at 5'7". Brandon has a 2-inch reach advantage at 70 inches. Brandon, the minus 130 favorite. Deiveson, a plus 110 underdog. Deiveson Figeiredo also losing one of his 2 bouts ever to Brandon Moreno. I mean, this is the only guy that's really has his number. Herb Dean will be the referee for this one, thank God. All right, guys, it is the co-main event of the evening. Fights of friends, family. Scheduled for 5 rounds in the flyweight division for the UFC Undisputed Flyweight Championship of the World. In the blue corner, a minus 130 favorite out of Tijuana, Mexico. 20 wins against 6 losses and 2 draws. presenting the UFC flyweight interim champion and former UFC undisputed flyweight champion of the world, Brandon Moreno. And you see a few Mexico fans in their Mexican flags and outfits. Not a lot, but a little. And out of the red corner, a plus 110 underdog out of Sauri, Brazil. 21 wins against 2 losses and 1 draw. Presenting the undisputed, reigning, defending flyweight champion of the world, Deiveson Figeiredo. TJ, great place for vacation. Haha, Figgy by 4th round KO, says Herman. Hey, that's what I call in my fantasy league, so. Henry Sudos, this is special. The quadrilogy is upon us. And I mean, this was Henry's belt that he left, so I mean, he knows as well as anybody. Moreno, Figeiredo, for the 4th time. Here we go. Deiveson moving forward early, the aggressor. Moreno circling on the outside of the cage. A huge uppercut from Figeiredo thrown early. Moreno comes in and gets a big takedown straight into side control. Deiveson holding on to a guillotine here. Didn't really have anything going on here, but he's holding Moreno in place. Just pulled my bet on Deiveson. Oh, Figgy's weight cut has always been a strong indicator of his performance. Yeah, I don't know. Well, he missed weight for wasn't one of their fights? No, that was against Joseph Benavidez. He missed weight the first time, that's right. And because they were fighting for the vacant strap when Demetrius left. And even though Figgy beat him, he couldn't get the belt, so they had to fight again. Then Figgy made weight. So Deiveson, I mean, he's still clamping down on this guillotine here. And Moreno's out, and they're back to their feet. 3:40 left in the first. Maybe not as much filling out process as the other fights, as these two should know each other very well. Moreno coming in with a bit of peekaboo style here. You see that moving back and forth, the dodging. It's Deiveson Figeiredo. It's been in the camp of Henry Cejudo and Mike Tyson, though. Inside a leg kick from Deiveson. Oh, big overhand right lands from Moreno. Oh, good front kick there from Figeiredo. Figgy moving forward, hands low. Moreno with the hands high by his temples is always good body kick there from Brandon. Good left hook to the body from Moreno. Halfway through the first. Oh, good combination there from Deiveson, starting with that right uppercut. Oh, good front kick to the body from Figeiredo. On a 1-2, and they exchange from Moreno, and they exchange left hooks. Moreno shooting for a takedown once again. Deiveson doing a good job of stopping this so far. Moreno throwing a big elbow on the break, but misses. Good left hand from Moreno. Good first round so far from Brandon Moreno. Lands another left hand. Brandon seems faster right now. Good outside leg kick from Figgy. Brandon with one of his own, and Figeiredo jumps in for a takedown. Catches the leg kick there of Moreno. Moreno keeps throwing that elbow on the break. Figgy's got to really watch out for that. Oh, nice uppercut to the body and a right hand upstairs from Moreno. Oh, beautiful left hook from Brandon. And Brandon shoots, and he scores. He gets the takedown. Brandon Moreno gets a takedown, and does he want it more? He felt like he was robbed in the... Oh, Deiveson Figueiredo going for a leg lock. First he was going for an armbar. Now he's got an ankle lock. Now both guys have an ankle. Deiveson looks like he knows what he's doing, though. I'm not sure Brandon knows what to do with this ankle. I think he just grabbed the ankle because Deiveson had his. 10 seconds left. It looks like it's going to end this way. Oh! That's a face kick. That was a heel kick from Figueiredo. That's technically an illegal strike. Oh, no. Technically, that's a kick to a down opponent. Okay, well, they're going to end the round. I thought maybe they were stopped, that Herb was stopping it there for a second because of the kick. It says a nail rider. I gave it to... I gave that one to Moreno, though. 10-9, Brandon Moreno. But close round. Both guys had their moments. Now, Figgy gotta add some knots to Brandon's coconut collection. Herman says 10-9 Moreno. So does Derek. Robert says 10-9 Figgy. Close first round. All right, second round, here we go. Oh, wrong button. My stream's 6 seconds ahead of you. All right, good 1-2 there from Brandon. That could just be the little delay of internet. Could be a few seconds. Oh, and Figgy catches a body kick of Moreno. Deiveson going to go on the inside. He's going to risk the submission attempts there, Brandon. Justin Gaethje scoring. It says 1-0 Moreno. Nice right hand from the top from Figgy. And Figueiredo, he might come out with a vengeance now, thinking he might have lost that first round. Kevin Ioli also says on Twitter, says good first round, but 10-9 Moreno. And they stand back up, back to the center of the cage. 4 minutes left in the second. Good outside leg kick for Figueiredo. A left uppercut and a right hand from Moreno. Oh, nice right hook from Divvy. There's a 1-2 from Brandon. Brandon's hands look so fast tonight. Oh, good right hook to the body from Figueiredo. Inside a leg kick from Moreno. Oh, nice right hook from Brandon upstairs. Good right hook to the body from Deiveson. Oh, and they exchange combinations upstairs. Deiveson stalking Moreno. Moreno, ever the great counterpuncher. Good outside leg kick there from Figgy. Oh, head kick for Figeiredo. Attempted. Moreno catches it and throws him to the ground. I thought that was there too. Moreno. Oh, what a beautiful takedown from Moreno. But in transition, it's Deiveson that ends up on top. They're back up and... Oh, Deiveson pulls a guillotine. He pulls guard. This is a deep-looking guillotine. Moreno is starting to turn red right now. Moreno was going in for a takedown, and Deiveson pulls the guillotine and pulls guard. And Moreno is out and on top. Wow, these guys are closely matched. And now Moreno working from inside the guard of Figeiredo. Nice elbow from the bottom from Figgy. And Moreno, you can see it pushing his head into the face here, rubbing his hair against Figueiredo's face to make him feel uncomfortable. I guess that's legal as long as he's not headbutting. I didn't think any strike with the head was it, but he's just taking his hair and just rubbing it up and down the face of Figeiredo. Kind of a weird move. Now Moreno back in the full guard of Figeiredo. Coming down to the last 30 seconds. And Moreno's, he's going to get a lot of ground control time out of this. Didn't do a lot of damage. Oh, good elbows from the bottom here from Figeiredo. Lands a couple big ones at the bell. Another close round. You see Figeiredo getting that takedown when he caught Moreno's body kick there. 3 submission attempts for Figgy. I gave him that round. It's close, but I gave Figgy that round. It definitely could have went either way. I have it 19-19 through 2. But we got some close rounds. I would not want this to go to a decision if I was either one of these guys. It's just 2018 Figgy. Great fight so far. I would not want to judge this fight either. I'm hesitant to even judge it on here. All right, and here we go, round 3 of a scheduled 5. Oh, nice right hook to the body from Deiveson. He's coming out much more aggressive this round. I wonder if his corner told him he might be down 2-0, because either corner could say that. Good left hand there from Figeiredo. Oh, and another right from Figgy. Yeah, Deiveson with definitely the quick start this round. Drew Dober says 2-0 Moreno. 4:20 left in the third. Outside leg kick there for Figeiredo. And Moreno missing again, failing with the takedown attempt there. So far, a good round for Figeiredo. An intense chess match between two killers. And Moreno really swinging for the fences there, but Figeiredo getting out of the way of everything. Good body kick for Deiveson. Oh, a left hook and a right hand from Moreno. And Figeiredo saying he got poked in the eye, but Herb Dean did not stop anything. Herb Dean definitely seen Figueiredo's action. He's seen his reaction. Oh, man, he's got some blood coming out of his eye there. But if Herb Dean didn't actually see the poke, I don't think he's supposed to stop what was going on. And, man, that eye is bad. He's got blood coming from his eye. That's a bad cut. That's most likely a fingernail. But I don't know what happened. Nice punch, Herm says. That was clean. Yeah, if all 5 rounds go like the first 2, somebody is not going to be happy with the decision. Going to end up another 5-round coin flips. 2 fights, 10 times. Still, they would come out tied. They're the 2 best. I agree. Oh, man, that eye is bleeding really bad. That's a really bad cut under the right eye of Deiveson Figeiredo. It's definitely a punch, but there was a scrape afterwards, says Robert. Oh, a big left hook from the top, and Brandon Moreno raining down ground and pound. And what started out as a great round for Deiveson Figeiredo has really turned against him since whatever happened to his eye, whether it was a punch or a scrape. Whatever it was, and my stream froze for a minute here, guys. I'm at 145, so I'm going to cut the clock here. 140, 139. Well, I can tell you how much I'm off. It's 18 seconds difference. I'm 18 seconds behind what the fight clock says there. 128, 27, 26. Wow, and a flurry from the top from Brandon Moreno. Wow, this is quickly becoming Brandon Moreno round for sure. And Moreno now holding his hand over the mouth of Deiveson to keep him from breathing. And a big right hand from Brandon from the top. Well, he got hurt in the eye. Not poked. Come on, Moreno. This is Derek. Go, Moreno. It's Jim. Brandon going to win. That scrape will be the reason for fight number 5. Well, they'd be 2-2. Oh, and a big elbow there from the top from Brandon. And at the same time, they're showing the replay in the bottom left from Brandon. That was a small screen, but it did mostly look like a punch. There may have been a scrape just because of the way that, oh man, good left hand from the top there from Moreno. Just because of the way the line under the eye comes, it's hard to think that like a fingernail or something didn't scratch afterwards. And Moreno now moving to dominant north-south. Oh, and Deiveson Figueiredo's right eye is swollen. It might be swollen shut. It's really bad right now. Let's watch this replay here. Yeah, definitely a strike. And maybe, it's the other hand. So he lands the left hook and then afterwards pokes him with the right. That's why I didn't catch. Oh, he stuck a hand. Yeah, he stuck his fingers deep into the eye socket of Deiveson Figeiredo, and his right eye is completely closed shut. I don't think he can see out of that. It is not open at all. They're not going to be able to open that eye up without cutting it. Oh, they're trying to keep the doctor out. They just told him, fight with one eye. Let's go. Yeah, he absolutely cannot see out of his right eye. I mean, the doctor's going to look at it. They were trying to push the doctor. His corner was trying to physically push the doctor away from the corner. Asking him how many fingers he's holding him up. He can't see anything out of that eye. And unfortunately, that is going to stop the fight. And we most likely will see number 5. But what a horrible way for this one to end. Wow. And they are 2-2. And as much as I love Herb Dean, I think he missed one on that. Because like I said, Brandon, he landed the left hook. And then the right hand comes in, clear as day on the replay. I don't blame Herb for not catching it in real time. But the right hand comes in, the fingers go directly into the eye of Deiveson Figueiredo. That's what caused the eye to swell shut to where he cannot see. Should have been a no contest. Should have been a no contest. It was an obvious foul. Oh, it's actually the punch is the one that caused, okay, the punch from the left hook is what caused the eye to swell, though, on the right side. So I take back what I say. Yes, there was an eye scratch afterwards. That's not the eye. That's not the eye that swelled up, though. The Quintology, thumb right in the eye, that sucks. Unfortunately, these two guys, such warriors. That sucks. Yeah, I wanted to see them finish that out. But it was the eye that he was punched in, not the eye that he was poked in. And a lot of booing from this crowd. I love how for a sponsor they hand him an empty Monster Energy can because you know he doesn't drink Monster Energy. It's just empty. He just crushes it. The one time I gave 125 a chance, right, Frankie? Yeah, unfortunate. Thumb went into eye that was punched and fingers into left eye, double eye poke. Yeah, it's unfortunate the way that happened. DC says he thought he was up 3-0. Some close rounds, he could have been. Robert had it 2-0 from Deiveson coming to that, and I can't completely argue with that either. It was 2 really close first rounds. I had it 1-1 after 2. So that's a foul, but we ain't calling the downed kick. That's a good point, PR. I didn't hear anything about the downed kick.
Brandon Moreno, you are now able to put this Deiveson Figueiredo chapter behind you. You are now a 2-time flyweight champion of the world.
I mean, DC don't speak too quickly. He's saying, yeah, you're able to put this behind you, but they're 2-2 now. with a lot of controversy. I turn down broadcast, so I don't have to hear his ass, and you turn yours up. Why? So I want to hear the interviews.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the champion, Brandon Moreno.
All right, I'm not sure if we're going to get an interview from Deiveson Figueiredo or not. No, yes, we are.
Deiveson, it felt like you were a little behind Brandon today.
And a lot of cheers for Figgy, but
Parece que ele estava te deixando um pouco para trás hoje. Qual que era a intenção ali? Qual que era a sua abordagem?
DC saying he felt like Figgy was a little behind Moreno today.
Como você, Geraldo? Infelizmente, esse chegou a
No, this is not happening.
categoria. Já fiz o meu máximo aqui, já representei.
He's got his gloves in his hand.
Do Breno, o cara tá de parabéns. Mas a categoria 61 me espera, eu tô subindo. Eu tô chegando, galera. Unfortunately, it's time to leave this division. I've done a lot. Congratulations to Brandon, but I'm moving up.
Oh, he said he's moving up. So he's not moving out, but he's moving up. He's folding up the gloves now. I thought he might be retiring.
Immediately, but it looked like the punch was legal.
Deiveson says he's finally going to move up to bantamweight. We know he's struggled
O que te surpreendeu nessa noite? E fala
with this weight for a while.
ali, mas olhando no replay parecia que foi golpe legal. Cara, hoje foi a noite do Brandon. Não posso falar que foi dedo no olho, irmão.
Wow, that eye is so bad. It's a wreck.
Uma lesão séria.
And let's watch
Cara, Deus me proteja. Eu espero que
the replay. Yeah, it's the punch. And then he scratches him coming down, though. And the way you can see is you have two cuts. You have two abrasions from the same punch. And you can clearly see there with the thumb. And then from the other side, the poke. And I don't know why we're not talking about that. I don't know why DC's not talking about that or anybody else there.
como o José Aldo, cara, só teu fã,
No, I'm not saying it was intentional.
com respeito.
Damn, bantamweight was already good, just got even better, right? Yes, no more weight cuts.
Feio pra caralho.
Pierre says y'all hating hard on Moreno. Disappointed. I'm not hating hard on him. I thought he was retiring too. He's just going up in a weight class.
Lasting problems with my eyes.
That's a W. He swung and it landed.
Everyone that has a dream to be
How it did. Damn.
this weight, that's why I'm moving.
Now he's pulling for Moreno. The way Fig had been acting lately, I'm not a big fan anymore.
Show everyone you can make it. Well, you are a tremendous flyweight, and I imagine
Not me. I wanted Moreno to win. Still, I took a picture, zoomed in on
Figueiredo.
punch, thumb, and right eye. That's BS. Yeah, no, and you could see it on the replay that, yeah, he throws the punch. He throws the punch, and then the thumb goes into the eye. So I'm trying to get an angle. It's going to be hard to hear, but and then the thumb kind of goes in like that, and then they are running because they are throwing things here in Brazil. This is not surprising. Brazil really gets into their sports. That is not unusual in soccer matches. I'm not surprised to see that here. Brandon Moreno running instead of throwing items there. Not a good look there, Brazil. The boy earned the W. That's all. Y'all acting like this was a John Jones or DCI. It is interesting that DC would be the one. I don't think it was a John Jones or DCI poke. But the left hook afterwards, like I said, when it went in, then the thumb slid into the eye. Then he reached over the other eye and just pokes directly into the eye. That wasn't the eye that was hurt, though. As someone mentioned, yeah, Deiveson Figueiredo, he had a foul too. They were on the ground. He brung his foot down and axe kicked him when they're on the ground, right in the face with his heel. And I can't really blame Herb Dean, especially on the eye poke one thing. I mean, how many times did we have to watch that to try to think that we had an idea of what happened, and you could maybe see it from another angle and change your mind, and I might change my mind again. All right, Glover Texeira and Jamahal Hill for the light heavyweight championship. I do like Figgy at bantamweight now. God, who's going to beat Brandon Moreno, though? I will say the momentum was definitely starting to shift in his direction. What's up, Dude Lebowski? Wyatt Matheson in the house. It's a great fight while it lasted. Figgy will do well at 135, in my opinion. I agree, Wyatt. I disagree, Robert. It ain't up to Moreno how it ends. What's up, Billy? Sorry to jump in, but finish was fair. Moreno was ahead on all cards. Deserved win. I wanted Moreno to win, but would have rather it not had any controversy. Figgy should have moved up and waited after the third fight, to be honest. Yeah, that's not a bad point. That's certainly not a bad point. That's what happens. That's what it is. No one going to mention the downward kick, and that was illegal as I mentioned it. And damn, Figreiredo off already. Oh, my God. Are you saying people are crying, Billy? No. Colby called them filthy animals after the fight. Colby should have been brought to Brazil to calm the crowd. That sucks, Robert. Punch looked legit to me. It's an unfortunate injury, but it definitely sucks anytime you lose money over just like that. No, like I said, it was, the left hook, it landed cleanly. The thumb afterwards, might have abrased, but it was a fair punch. The eye poke was to the other side. Still love you, Robert, my dude. Who fights Figgy first at 135? That wasn't meant seriously for anybody in particular, so don't get upset, anybody, please. Mad hate for Moreno. Taste them tears. I'm sick of eye pokes, says Josh. That was a good fight, though. Hats off to both guys. And hats off to Billy coming in here. That's got us a great setup right now. We got better video. I got my stream deck in front of me that I'm playing with. All kinds of cool little new sounds and stuff we have here. Gotta run, have friends over. Stop by real quick. I left the stream on my phone in the other room. Enjoy main event, fam. All right, thanks for that, Billy. Appreciate it. Enjoy your night. I imagine you're watching football. That's what I told everybody. I said, Billy must be watching football. How about them Eagles, Billy? All right, Jamahal Hill and Glover Texeira up next for the vacant light heavyweight championship. 40 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like and share button. And we'll move along to the next fight. Eagles dominated. The main event, and somebody is mentioning they always make sure that it ends up going to the same time. Well, it almost never ends before 10 p.m. here, and it's 9:26, and they haven't made it down to the cage yet. So yeah, they're doing a pretty good job. They usually stay on that time. This is one of the main reasons if not the main reason that the UFC and the MMA commissions instituted a time limit. Because I don't know how many people know this, but way back at UFC, I believe it was for UFC 2, is the only 16-man tournament ever. And the UFC had bought a pay-per-view block, a block of time. And the fights went over the amount of time. People that had bought the pay-per-view, it cut off. They didn't get to see the rest of the event. So that would have been very frustrating. Although, I mean, pay-per-views were much cheaper back then. Still would have been very frustrating. Damn right they did, says Robert. Jim says Glover by sub. Glover wins. I don't know how or when, but he wins. Yeah, I got Glover by sub. I think I picked Glover by sub 4th round. Does anyone want Glover to lose? If so, you should be ashamed of yourself. Jamahal getting no love tonight. Oh, and I want to hear the music, guys, but I can't because of for the stream here. Damn it. I got this new monitor when everything got crashed in here. Not everything was destroyed, by the way, but just, several things were. I got this new monitor. It's a nice big monitor I have sitting in front of me. I mean, it's 32 inches, but it looks really big when it's an arm's length from your face. It doesn't have a headphone jack. That's the only issue. It does have USB, though, so maybe I'll... Maybe I'll do that. Hill coming out to Phil Collins. Hell yeah, in the air tonight. I know, it's one of my favorite songs, Robert. Now it's hard to root against him. No. Yeah, Phil Collins. Phil Collins and Genesis. That's one of my favorite bands ever. Okay, that was a spine-chilling entrance for Hill. I mean, he's Sweet Dreams, so I'm kind of surprised he doesn't come down to Sweet Dreams. And if you're going to come down to that, you might as well come down to the Marilyn Manson version. But great song, yes. He was the reason I became a drummer when I was a kid. Oh, wow. He's a reject nail down. Shut your mouth, PR. Glover sub 234. Did you really just compare Neil Diamond to Phil Collins? That's a sin. Neil Diamond couldn't hold Phil Collins' drumsticks. Oh. Trolling me. No, it's an interesting story. I know it's not MMA related, but everybody knows Peter Gabriel used to be the lead singer for Genesis. And when he went on for his solo career, Genesis had tryouts, and they tried out literally like well over 100 different singers. They didn't find anybody they liked, and Phil was on the drums. I believe he was on the drums at the time. And he goes, well, how about I'd like to try out. And he tries out and he sings and blows them all away. And they're like, well, why didn't you do that to begin with? Yeah, you're the lead singer. Bob Dylan, king of them old men singer. Love some Bob Dylan PR. Him and Neil Peart from Rush. Yes, yeah, Neil Peart is great. Rush is great. Love on the Rocks, better than in the air. Okay, now you're just trolling. Best Bob Dylan song, The World Is A-Changing. Agreed. All right, now that we're done fighting over what old man song is the best, it's time for the main event of the evening. Fights of Friends family from Seattle, Washington, via Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. UFC 283 main event is here. Let's get it on. 5 rounds in the light heavyweight division for the vacant, undisputed light heavyweight championship of the world. Better hope there's no controversy right now. What is everyone looking at? Oh, Glover has not entered the cage. That's what they're looking at. Okay, I thought maybe there's a fight in the crowd. They're looking to see where Glover's entering. I don't like Phil, but I like Jimmy. Love his community. Glad we can all joke and still have each other's back. Oh, of course. Glover walking out to welcome to the jungle. Another classic. And the former light heavyweight champion, of course, the last time he was defending that against Ihor Prochazka. Oh, somebody was saying fight of the year last year. I believe it went to Teixeira and Prochazka. That was my fight of the year. An absolute war, and I mean, the only reason I think Ihor ends up choking Glover out, taking nothing away from Ihor, but both of these guys were so exhausted, and I believe the scorecards were very close. I believe Glover might have been ahead on the scorecards, though. Too bad Rio is located at the beach and not in the jungle. Oh, jeez, Robert. Dude, there's plenty of jungle in Brazil. Maybe not Rio de Janeiro, but the rainforest, man. Former UFC light heavyweight champion. Most finishes in light heavyweight history with 13. Most performance awards in UFC light heavyweight history, even above John Jones. Yearning for 4 to 5 rounds of slobber knocking. I hear you, King James. Yeah, usually we like all the finishes. We've got our fill of finishes tonight. Now we need a classic. Jamahal Hill looks very serious right now. That is a scary dude with a lot of power. And Glover's not getting any younger. Focused. Glover's got the smile on his face. Jamahal Hill, no smile there, just complete focus. All right, tell the tape. Glover, 12 years older at 43. Jamahal Hill, 2 inches taller at 6'4". Hill will have a 3-inch reach advantage at 79 inches. Teixeira, a side note, 7-1 with 7 finishes when fighting in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. All right, it is time for the main event of the evening. 5 rounds in the light heavyweight division for the vacant, undisputed light heavyweight championship of the world. Referee will be Mark Goddard. And here we go. This arena is on fire. Hill is ready. Glover is ready. Glover pouring a little water out over in the corner. I'm not sure what that was all about. But yes, it is time. Let's get it on. Glover, them Fred Flintstone feet. Glover knocks out Hill. He's going to ask him, buddy, do you know where you are? I like it. First out of the blue corner, a -140 favorite out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. He is 11-1 with 1 no contest, presenting the number 7th ranked light heavyweight in the world, Jamahal Hill. I have a bad feeling about this. You would think the old man is about to get steamrolled. Jamahal's he's got that look of a killer in his eyes. And out of the red corner at +120 underdog out of Sobrelia, Brazil. 33 wins against 8 losses, presenting the number 2 ranked light heavyweight in the world and the former undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion, Glover Texeira. No fights in crowd, breaking out over Figgy loss. Them Brazilians riot over anything. Yeah, I would be surprised. I guess they wanted to make sure they seen the main event. Must have been expensive tickets. All right, Mark Goddard, the referee for this one. Talking to both fighters. They do touch gloves. But like I said, Jamahal Hill, he's got that killer look in his eye. I'm not sure if that means anything. Glover looks very relaxed as always. I mean, he looks like another day in the park right now. Here we go. Jamahal with huge power. Oh, and a right hand and a left hook early from Hill. Teixeira's got a single leg. I was just going to ask, how long do you think it'll be before Teixeira goes for the takedown? And he's there looking inside for the sweep. You know Jamahal was working on takedown defense in camp. 2 big knees to the body from Hill. And another that was 3 big knees back to the center of the cage. Body kick from Hill. Jamahal coming out for a fast start. 4:20 left in the first. Jamahal trying to keep Glover at bay, keeping that jab out there. Glover ducks under an overhand right, goes to the takedown, unable to get it. Glover shoots again. Great takedown defense from Hill, and he lands another knee to the body. This could be an issue for Glover tonight. Hill continuing to keep that jab out there, keep the distance, lands an outside leg kick. Oh, and the body kick from Hill as Glover was going in for a takedown that time. Good left hand there from Hill. Glover's got to be careful. Hill's trying to time his takedowns. Good left hook there from Teixeira. And a good front kick there from Hill. And Teixeira again goes for a takedown and again stopped. Another front body kick from Hill. Good first round so far from Jamahal. Oh, another big body kick from Hill. Oh, there's the right hook, and they exchange right hooks. Oh, a huge right hand from Hill. And Glover shoots for the takedown again, and again stopped easily by Hill. Hill lands the right hand, the left behind it. Good right hand from Glover. Some of you remember, oh, what a right uppercut from Hill. A right uppercut and a combination behind it. Right hand from Glover halfway through the first. The other big right from Hill. And a 1-2. Some of you might remember when Glover was one of the scariest dudes on the planet. 20-0 with 20 knockouts before he came in the UFC. Good right hook there from Glover. Good knee to the body there from Hill. Glover's a much different style fighter now. I think I'm right on that. 20-0 with 20 knockouts. I could be misremembering that. It's a long time ago. That body shot was loud. Yeah, Glover is looking like he's in trouble. Straight right lands for Glover. Oh, nice left hook to the body for Teixeira. If Teixeira gets through the first few rounds, though, he seems to get better as the fight goes on. Good left hand upstairs for Glover. Oh, nice right hook for Teixeira. And the left and another right hook. And Hill gives him a smile. Oh, nice right uppercut from Hill. I think Hill's saying, I don't know if he's saying he got poked in the eye. I believe so. And they're going to show the replay. Yeah, no doubt about it. Was his ring finger in the eye of Jamahal Hill. Good jab there from Hill. And Glover, he's got the single leg again, spinning him around, goes for the sweep. What takedown defense from Hill? Less than a minute left, and a good jab that lands again there from Hill. Outside a leg kick for Teixeira. Great first round. And Hill answers with the leg kick. And Glover lands another one. Oh, what a right uppercut and a combination from Hill, though. He has been money with that right uppercut the whole first round. Good left there from Jamahal. And a good body kick. Oh, what a left hand and a right uppercut from Hill. And you see significant strikes, 3-1 in favor of Hill. Good left hand up top for Glover and a right hand to the body. Glover dominated the first round. Dominated in the first round. Oh, and they exchange right hands at the bell. A couple of big right hands there from Hill. They are warring. I don't know how at 43 years old Glover continues to take these shots, but he does. What's up, Torin in the house? What's going on, my man? Could have been a dozen crowd fights, but network forbidden to air them. Yeah, I agree, King James. Drunken high, my man. I've never been to a fight, whether it be a boxing match, an MMA match, or anything. I've never been to a fight where there wasn't several fights that broke out. Everybody knows. That's what happens when you go to a fight. Guys start to drinking. You know what? The one thing I will say is surprising for Tacoma, because Tacoma I would expect to be known for that. When I went to see Bellator and Emerald Queen Casino last year, I did not see any, I don't remember seeing any fights in the crowd. That is a small casino crowd, though. All right, here we go. Round two. Good jab from Hill to start off the second. 10-9 Jamahal Hill, by the way. Good left hook to the body from Glover. And Glover, he is a slower starter than these guys generally. Good outside leg kick from Teixeira. But, oh, good front kick to the body and the inside leg from Hill. And now the outside and the inside. Wow, Hill really putting it on Glover right now. He's showing a lot of weapons right now. Oh, that was low. Push. Oh, I think they're saying an eye poke. I thought the kick caught him low. Yeah, no, it was a knee. It was a knee to the groin. Oh, and then an eye poke afterwards. So actually double foul there from Jamahal. He's skilled at takedown defense. Yes, he is. His card wasn't too bad. It's a pretty good card, Tor. Except for, I don't know, a little controversy in the last match. But we won't talk about that. All right, so 30 seconds difference between the fight clock and the actual clock. Good body kick there from Glover. Glover going for the head kick. So it's 3:55, 54, 53, 52. Oh, head kick for Hill and another. Glover's hard in the 1-2. Jamahal Hill laying it on. Glover going for the takedown. Can't get it. Oh, Glover is reeling.
Oh, right uppercut, another one from Hill. And Teixeira comes back with a right hook and a left hand. What is holding him up? Flying knee to the body from Jamahal Hill. An uppercut from Glover. Jamahal's got, a huge right hand from Hill. Glover shoots for the takedown again. Mark Goddard watching closely. Another big right hand from Hill. But a right hand, left hook from Glover. And he comes back. A thunderous right from Teixeira. And they are banging. A huge combination from Teixeira. Are you kidding me right now? What is Glover Texeira made out of? And Jamahal Hill, he may have shot his shot. And a good left hook from Glover. Another head kick from Hill. And still like a zombie coming out of the grave, Glover Texeira continues to walk forward. Eating another head kick. Mark Goddard watching in disbelief. Another right hand from Hill. And Glover gets the takedown, and he gets Hill to the ground. Glover looking for a mount, and he's... Oh, Hill, good job. Kicks him off. Glover moving to side control. Wow, what a second round. I thought Jamahal Hill had Glover Texeira dead to right several times. Glover's got the back. He's got hooks in. Jamahal back to guard, and Glover raining down, ground and pound. This is unbelievable. This is absolutely unbelievable. Somehow, every time Glover Texeira fights lately, you see one of the best fights of the year. And a good right hand on the ground there from Glover. He's got a lot of time to work on the ground here. We're going to get a good look at Jamahal Hill's ground skills. I have no idea how Glover Texeira is conscious. He must have eaten 6 direct kicks to the head. And I was watching. Oh, and Hill was up. Hill's back up to standing, and he's got time to work. Back to the center of the cage. Here we go. Superman punch, Hill. Glover deflects that overhand right. Blocks a head kick. Huge round for John. Oh, big right hand for Hill. Huge round for Jamahal Hill, despite Glover's takedown. Another right hand for Hill. And there's a right hand for Glover. Big body kick for Hill. 30 seconds left in the second. Can Glover survive? Glover blocks that head kick. And there's a left hand from Glover. Right hand Hill, and they exchange again. Glover now bleeding from his left eye. Oh, and a big right hand from Hill at the bell. Wow, how in the world is Glover Texeira still conscious right now? I have no idea. But what a round. And I would have to give Hill a 10-8 for that round, except for Glover taking him down and threatening for a moment for a submission. 2018 Jamahal Hill. Definitely great second round, Herman. Man, both their faces are a mess. You called it, King James. This is definitely a slobber knocker, man. Hill's eye is food. Says Herman. He got it finally. I demand that Glover start to give motivational speeches at retirement homes. While Glover wins the belt and retires, that would be sweet. Yes, it would. All right, guys, here we go. Round 3. I just want some sound because I want to hear this crowd right now, guys. But I have the sound off so I can commentate to you guys. Too old to be compelled to run around punching others. Good straight right there from Hill and a left to start the third. And Teixeira again shoots. He's got the single leg. Hill, great takedown defense. Teixeira did get the one sweep in the last round. Look at the base on Hill, though. This is incredible takedown defense. Glover continuing to work with the body lock, though. Good right hand in the clinch there from Hill. Oh, good left hands there from Hill. I think Hill is starting to get a little weary of punching himself out, though, because he's got to be thinking, man, how does this guy take so much punishment? Another right hand lands for Hill and a left hand for Glover. Oh, big left hook there for Teixeira. Good right for Hill. Head kick again for Jamahal Hill. Mark Goddard watching closely. Oh, Teixeira just fell down. This might be the beginning of the end. Big hammer fist from Hill. That really stunned Teixeira. Glover grabbing a leg, trying to do everything he can to survive, but I'm not sure how much he's got left here. Uppercuts from underneath from Hill. Hill being very selective in his shots here. Very methodical. Big left hook and a right hand. Oh, Glover's a bloody mess right now. Big elbow from Hill. Mark Goddard watching closely. Oh, a huge right hand there. That busted Glover up some more. And the left hook from the top. Glover taking a lot of punishment tonight. And that was a legal up kick that Glover landed because Hill's a standing opponent right now. But man, another right hand. Oh, and now Glover trying everything he can to grab a hold of a Hill, but he can't. Now Teixeira laying on his back, trying to draw Hill in. Mark Goddard's going to stand him up now. Wow, how much more punishment can Glover take at this point? 2 minutes left in the third. Another left hand for Hill, and Teixeira again shoots for the takedown, unable to get it. Big body kick from Hill. And Teixeira continues to move forward. Oh, what a right hand from Jamahal. And the left. Right hand lands for Glover, and they exchange lefts. Does Glover have the greatest chin of all time? I don't know, but a good exchange of lefts, and they exchange rights. A big right hand there from Hill, and that right uppercut in combination again. Glover blocks that head kick. I don't know how many head kicks Jamahal has thrown or been blocked, but it's a lot. It might be double digits. Good straight right to the body. Left hand upstairs from Glover. 1 minute left in the third. Significant strikes, almost 4-1 in favor of Hill. Big 1-2 there from Jamahal. Big right hook from Hill, and Glover just taking a beating. Oh, good right hook and a left hand from Glover, but just when you think he's out of it, he comes back and he shows signs of life. Good right hook there from Glover. 30 seconds left in the third. And a left hand from Glover. And another. There's a big right from Glover. And now Hill backing up. Left hand there from Hill. Combination body head Glover. And they both land. Big right hook there from Teixeira. Oh, a huge right from Hill. Going for the clinch. And there's a big knee to the head and a right hand from Jamahal Hill. Wow. What a finish to the round from Hill. 30-27 Jamahal. Let's go to another takedown. 30-27 Hill. Glover got some good ones in, though. Yes. Hill didn't even get a full training camp, Straward. Glover going to need a finish. Absolutely. I can't sleep till someone sleeps me. Kill a Hill. Oh, it's almost over. We're old and don't hill, so hill fast. The best to be quiet. King James addicted to carnage. Agreed, 30-27 Hill, but I do believe he's getting tired. I mean, and you should be. Look at how many strikes he's landed. He outlanded Teixeira over 3-1 in the first, over 4-1 in the second, and almost 4-1 again in the third. And Mark Goddard's just like looking at Glover's like, dude, are you okay?
So this is the first time Jamahal Hill hits a championship round in a main event.
Wow, that face of Glover Texeira is just a mess right now. Body kick from Hill and the front kick to the body. And another straight right there from Hill. Another front body kick. And Teixeira eats a left hand. Left hook gets through for Glover. There's another head kick. Mostly deflected, I think, by Teixeira. Good left hand there from Glover. Big knee to the head from Jamahal in the clinch. Glover gets inside looking for the takedown. It's hard to think, even after the beating that Jamahal has taken, that Glover couldn't take this down to the ground and submit him. And that's the reason that Mark Goddard hasn't stopped this fight. Is we've seen Glover be dominated. We've seen him, be beaten early in fights and just continue to come back. Right hand Glover. Oh, head kick Jamahal. And Jamahal's fighting smart and methodical. That was the three-piece from Hill and the head kick. Mark Goddard looking at Glover very closely now. Right hand, double jab right hand for Hill. And Glover's really slowed down at this point. Good left there for Hill. Glover answered one of his own and a straight right there for Glover. Jamahal Hill, 146 significant strikes. His previous best was 101. Oh, right hand. Now the left hook for Jamahal. Left hand gets through for Glover, but Hill kicks him in the breadbasket. And again, those front kicks to the body. I'm not even sure how Glover takes those. A right hand from Hill. 2:40 left in the fourth. Good left hand there from Hill. Hill is so focused tonight. Another head kick. A right uppercut and a left hook from Glover. And they exchange lefts. Another right hand right on the chin from Jamahal. Glover's head, it's got to be thicker than the average human being. Another head kick from Hill. And Glover now wiping his eyes. He's got so much blood in his eyes. Both eyes. And a left hook from Glover. Another head kick attempt from Hill. Good left hook to the body for Teixeira. And a right hook upstairs from Glover. 3-punch combination from Glover. Right hand gets through for Hill. And now Hill stalking Glover. Seems to be getting a second win. Left hook and a right uppercut. Oh, and a right hand. Glover is stumbling. Rumbling, fumbling, stumbling. Hill with the knee to the body. Hill's coming in for the finish. A right hook. He's ready. Another one. And a right hand for Glover, but a big combination for Hill. And Glover coming back with a combination again. What is he made of? Another left hand from Hill, and another. Oh my, right hand right up on the temple. Big right uppercut for Hill. And another right, and the knee to the head, right uppercut. Mark Goddard is close to stopping this fight. Another right uppercut and a left hand for Hill. There's the right hook, knees to the body. 2 knees to the body from Hill. Another right uppercut. A right hook there. Glover trying to hold on, but Hill's got the tie clinch. Lands a big knee to the body. I'm not sure how much Glover's got left. Left hand for Teixeira. And a right hook to the body from Glover, but another big knee to the head. And a left hand from Jamahal. Wow, 10-8 round Jamahal Hill. Absolute domination. Glover did nothing to take that 10-8 away from him. Wow. (40-35) Glover Texeira through 4. Or excuse me, Jamahal Hill through 4. Yes, go Hill, go. He should have taken him down. He's making Hill tired. Throwing the towel. 40-36 Hill, but damn, Glover's something else. How the hell does a 43-year-old do that? And Robert in agreement, 40-35 Hill. And they're looking at his eyes in between rounds. He's testing both his eyes to make sure he can see out of them. They're not close shut like Deiveson's were. What a gash above that right eye for Glover Texeira. Hill's got his own gash, but it looks like a tiny little gash compared to Glover's on his right eye. And somehow we are going to a 5th and final round. And they embrace it, the 5th round, because how can they not respect each other right now? It's straight right there from Hill. Oh, a big overhand right from Jamahal. Glover shooting, gets a single leg. Now he's got double. He's got the body lock. And he takes Hill down. Glover on top and half guard with 4:20 left in the 5th. How much cardio does Jamahal Hill have left to fight against this? Jamahal's grappling has really surprised me. It's really came a long ways since the last couple of times that we had him. His takedown defense has been great. His defense on the ground has been great against a great jiu-jitsu practitioner as is Glover. But Glover now in solid side control. He's going to take his time here. And Glover says, you're going to move around. I'm just going to pin you. He just grabs his leg and just cradles him. Just old school wrestling. And good elbow there from Glover, but he's had Jamahal down. He had him down earlier. The problem is keeping him down. Good shots for Glover here. Landing the ground and pound, softening Jamahal up. Left hands here from Glover, working from half mount. Glover trying to bring that right leg around to get to full mount. Big elbow there from Glover, and he does it. Glover's in full mount now. Big elbow there from Glover. Oh, Jamahal escapes out the back, though. He transitions, and now it's Hill on top. And now Hill on top and half mount. How much does Glover have left to defend from the bottom? Big elbow from Hill. And another. Halfway through the fifth. Who would have thought this could go to decision after those first couple of rounds? But that might be what we end up seeing. Another big elbow from Hill. Glover's face is just a painting of horror right now. Another big elbow from Hill. And the right hand. Glover somehow continuing to survive. And he's looking for a head and arm here, though. He moves to the side. And Glover slips out, I think, from all the blood there. But Jamahal landing an elbow, now working from side control. Just 1:15 left in this fight. Jamahal shot to the body. And 1 minute left. Glover will stand up one more time, possibly in his career. At 43, you got to think every fight could be your last. Left hand lands for Glover. Jamahal looks up at the clock. Head kick for Hill and a front kick to the breadbasket. Glover swinging in desperation now. Straight right for Hill. And it looks like Glover will not find another buzzer beater tonight. He lands a right hook and a left hand, but Hill getting out of the way. Nothing huge there. And Glover calling him in, saying, come on, Jamahal saying, dude, I'm not retarded. I'm not going to do that. Good straight right there for Glover. Oh, and a left hand lands for Hill. Wow, and they embrace. What is wrong with you, Glover Texeira? What is wrong with you, my man? Yeah, great performance from Hill. Hill was smart to finish. That was easy sweep. He looked great. 50-45. I got him 50-44. I gave him a 10-8 in the fourth. But yeah, what a great learning experience for Jamahal Hill. A lot of people wondered, they doubted, so why is Jamahal Hill getting this shot? I don't know that a lot of people gave him a lot of chances. I know, he was a favorite, slight favorite on the sports books. And now the tears coming for Hill. Any fighter that gets to this level, you get to the UFC, and you're in a position where you could possibly get a title fight, they have a tremendous story to tell, and they have put in tremendous hard work. They've went through tremendous sacrifice. So you got to be happy for a guy like that. Glover still won somehow as King James. Oh, Robert. Oh. Tex needs Granny's tonic. Oh, jeez. Let's hope Hill can get out of Brazil without getting attacked. Yeah, he might. I don't think he's going to be running back. I don't think he's going to have to run back to the dressing rooms the way Moreno did. There's a lot of empty seats there already. Did a lot of people just shuffle out? Because those seats weren't empty earlier. Huh. I wonder if they all got kicked out. They all scored at 50-45, but I don't see how you can not have a 10-8 in there. I had a 50-44. I know it doesn't make a difference now. I'm just big on when there's a 10-8, just score it. Score it correctly. Hope Hill can get out of Brazil. Oh, I've finally won in the tournament. I called this one. Did you call decision? Did you call win? And Hill on the ground. DC's going to get down on his knees with Jamahal to interview him. What a great moment. Wow. And cheers from this crowd. They're even cheering Hill in Brazil. Wow, and Hill is just so emotional he can barely speak. What a draining fight. I mean, he put everything into this. And to a guy that just would not go away in Glover Texeira. You called him by decision? Nice. Good pick, man. Thanks for another great stream. When will your next stream be?
Hard work, dedication, accountability. Don't let nobody tell you nothing.
Well, next week.
Tell me I couldn't do it. It was impossible.
I believe there's a UFC next week, right?
What the fuck you gotta say now?
Wow, now the anger comes out.
The first Dana White Contender Series guy to become a champion.
First Dana White Contender Series fighter to become a champion. Okay, there is no UFC next week. So 28th. There's got to be some. We ain't taking a week off, guys. February 4th, we got Lewis and Spivak. Got to go to good old Tapology here.
Live and have a chance. Man, you can do anything if you're willing to fight for it, dog. For real.
Jamal, let's take a look at some of your work. You landed some killer shots on Glover Texeira. At times you had to wonder what it would take to get this guy out of there. Left head kick after left head kick. Was that the game plan to switch southpaw and hit him with that? Because he seemed surprised.
It was just something that I found on the fly. It was to come out to try to switch up my stances, throw some different looks and some different things at him.
BKFC on Friday.
Anybody who would have been able to take what I was doing and keep going, like standing in front of him a couple times when he had him
at 6 p.m.
Keep fighting. I was like, God damn it, he is. Shit, he is. He hasn't stopped the whole time. And it's just
trying to see what we have Saturday. Saturday, you got LFA on Fight Pass. 5 p.m. You got the conference championships next week, so I think that's why the UFC's taking a week off. You know, LFA is where all of these fighters are coming out of for Dana White's Contender Series. I don't think a lot of people are going to be covering either. I think we're going to watch LFA next. I'm going to do LFA next Sunday. Looks like it's at 5 p.m. Pacific, so I'll update you guys. Wyatt first, Billy second, Drunken Charge third. Are you third? Nice. Hey, y'all, have a great rest of the night. I'm off to sleep till next time, fight friends. See you next time, Phil. See you, King. Great call, Mike. Thanks, everybody. Thanks. Well, let's look at so our first week of fantasy MMA in the books. All right, and we'll look at the rankings here. Yeah, you're in third, Robert. Good comeback. All right, I don't know if Wyatt, what's up, COG? I don't know if Wyatt and, I don't know, Billy's not in here anymore. Wyatt, number 1. Wow, 5,036 points. He's way ahead of us. Followed by the Time Bender in second, 3,092. Drunken Charge, 2826. I'm in fourth at 2190. Got Experiencers, 1619. And there it is. There's the retirement. Glover Texeira puts his gloves in the middle of the cage
Focus my energy on Alex Pereira on Costa.
and retires in Brazil.
Heavyweight, you know, it's an honor to put the gloves down on the same night as Shogun. I wish we were in the horse racing area where we could just go no rounds and keep going in this shit, but you know we're not, and I just not keeping up anymore.
Wow, and Glover Texeira and Shogun Rua retire on the same night in Brazil. What a night. Glover retiring, what a legend. Yes, Glover retiring. Wow, I called that. I said, yeah, I figured he might either way.
Quero que vocês respeitem, vamos mostrar o nosso carinho na derrota também.
You guys, I saw you guys were throwing popcorn and drinks at the last champion. I want you to respect him. He's gonna walk back with me. He's the champion.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Wow.
Glover Texeira and the new UFC
What a classy act from Glover Texeira. He says, I seen you throwing soda and popcorn at the last champion. Said, I want you, this is your champion. I want you to respect him. I'm going to walk back with him. That is a fucking man right there. Both of those guys, two stand-up men that just show the respect. And in a year that's already been littered with controversy, first month of the year, and black eyes for MMA, we see two of the classiest guys in the sport showing the true spirit of martial arts. And you know, guys, that's what martial arts is about. It's about camaraderie. It's about, you know, good sportsmanship, respect for your opponents. And, you know, and there's Royce Gracie. Royce is there, coming and embracing Glover. And Jamahal actually not walking down with Glover. That's weird, though. He's taking a few more photos, but...
It took him 8 UFC fights to realize a light heavyweight title.
Wow, 8 fights into the UFC, and Jamahal Hill is the light heavyweight champion.
Actually take everything to the next level.
I cannot wait to see him fight Yuri Prohaska.
Camp for his first title defense, whether it's against Magny.
Why wasn't Alex here? I'm not sure. Mike, you going to do Bellator 290 and UFC back-to-back on February 4th? If it stacks up with time that way, for sure. If I have to choose between the two, it's Bellator 290 because that's a huge event and it's their first time on CBS. Glover said he's going to walk to the back with Hill so no one throws anything at him. What a true sport. Yeah, I've seen that. Glover made sure he walked first and everyone was respectful. Yes. Yeah, just a great night of fights. Great stadium, great crowd, and great fans as always. Thanks for sticking with me while we had some technical difficulties, to say the least. Definitely, had some issues there. If it wasn't with the streaming and the sound and a few things to work on for next time. I'm going to be resetting my computer and working on that as soon as we get done with this. So hopefully we don't have the sound issues again. But thank you guys for another great night. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses next time.